All right, guys. It's the Wonder Woman set, and what better thing to do than to do the regular figure review? Just know, usually a lot of the time these smaller sets aren't super competitive, but they do have their own good parts, to say the least. My head is completely cut off. Sorry, guys. They have their great parts to them, and they're always worth a good once over, especially if you're teaching a newer player. How to play the game and whatnot. So we're gonna go over the set. Expect a lot of super casual pieces as opposed to the regular competitive pieces, or maybe one or two that have their place. But we'll get to that when we get there. So here comes a Wonder Woman piece by piece review. Okay. And just a quick reminder, folks, for those of you watching right now, this is a hobby store kit, not a mass market. So a couple fingers will be missing from this complete set. But here we go. So figure number 001, Wonder Woman, comes with the Amazon Justice League Warrior keywords, Amazon Sisterhood trait. Wonder Woman can use super senses for all characters with this trait. When a friendly character with the Amazon keyword attacks an opposing character and gives an action's resolve, you may give the attacker an Amazonian token. And then she's got a special defense power, battle hardened. Wonder Woman can use toughness. Friendly characters within one square that have an Amazonian token can use shape change. When they do and succeed, remove an Amazonian token from that card. Pretty neat thing, of course, limited only to that Amazon keyword. Very interesting little 70-point dial with some flurry. Pretty decent defense. The traded super senses goes a long way as well. This is, for as far as a competitive play, probably likely a call-in figure, but this is a good figure for teaching a lot of the close combat powers that exist. So we got super senses along with things like flurry and charge and blades, claws, and fangs and quake to kind of teach a new player along with that close combat expert. Plus Amazonian teams, based on what Amber and I have seen just from the unboxing alone, are looking to be a ton of fun. So check that out, guys. I apologize for my kids screaming in the background, by the way. Another subsea theme of the set happens to be the Teen Titans, and we are going to include Starfire, who has a Teen Titans, Cosmic, and Warrior keywords. Real name is Coriander. Titans Together trait. If another friendly character healed this turn with the Titans team ability, modify Starfire's attack value by +1. So if another friendly character has been healed this turn, it seems like they're trying to say. She also ignores characters for line of fire and has pretty decent defense. Very range focused. So once again, a good way to teach a player how this game works is teaching them the way range combat powers kind of associate with each other, and that makes this 5-click, 75-point character with 8 range 2 targets pretty decent. But not a terrible character in the world of competitive play, though she is overshadowed by a lot that does exist out there. Definitely a good learn how to play at range character. Next up, Wonder Woman's mother, Queen Hippolyta. Hippolyta is her real name. Amazon, ruler, and warrior are her keywords. She comes in with an Amazon Sisterhood that gives her super sense, and of course, Amazon keywords get handed out. The Amazon Sisterhood is all the same, with super senses and a trait that gives characters with the Amazon keyword that hit Amazon tokens. She's got a shield wall as her defensive power. She can use toughness, and friendly characters within one square that have an Amazonian token can use empower. When they do and the attacker hits, remove an Amazonian token from their card. So if they have the Amazonian token and they use empower and the character they're empowering hits, that's when they lose the token. She's also got a special damage power, Queen of the Amazons. Queen Hippolyta can use leadership. When she doesn't succeed, instead of removing an action token, you may add an Amazonian token to all of the friendly characters with the Amazon keyword. So a great little addition to the Amazon keyword with that power, especially at the 85-point line where she starts with that, and the 60-point line where she has one click of that. She's got her special defense power, the shield wall, for her last 4 clicks where she's handing out empower. But she can be an enabler for Amazonian tokens. For 85 points, you get an 8-click dial. That's actually pretty deep, all things considered. Although when she does get hit, she does feel it. Ultimately, a very interesting character. Again, very great for teaching players how a kind of a leader character is supposed to function. And Amazon keyword, just a cool team that really works with themselves. All right, next up we have figure number 004, Cheetah. She's got the Legion of Doom Society, Animal and Scientist keywords. Special movement power, Jungle Predator. Cheetah can use Charge, ignores hindering, and when Cheetah is outdoors, she can use Stealth. So a great little foil for your Wonder Woman team. She comes in at 50 points, so throw her on a Society or Justice League team for a great fun game. That Battle Fury gets around Shape Change, which goes a long way, but it makes her very difficult to carry, so keep some TK handy for her. Overall, not hyper competitive, but great for a fun Wonder Woman versus her Rogue Galleries team, and to teach character players about low-cost, high-efficiency characters. All right, next up, the Flash, figure number 5. Keystone City, Teen Titans, and Speedster keywords. Wally West is his real name. And then he's got the Titans Together trait, along with, then that was the same as Starfire, so +1 attack if somebody else has been healed by the Teen Titans team ability. Next up, we have a special movement power. The Speed Force strengthens me. The Flash can use hypersonic speed, and when he does, he can use Steel Energy and modifies his speed value by +2. When the Flash uses hypersonic speed, increases damage value by 1. This is his velocity impact power, his damage power. This action for every 5 different squares he's moved through this turn. So, of course, when he's using the hypersonic and gets a +2, that 9 becomes an 11. So he can possibly deal a good solid 3 damage. He's got a 19 defense, 60 points. For 60 points, you could do worse for defense for sure. And not a terrible ID card call-in. And, for a character with hypersonic, when you're teaching a newer player how to play and you're using powers like hypersonic, they're very frustrating. So making a character of this low point a cost and this low a dial can really alleviate the fact that if they do get their hands on this guy and murder him in one shot, you kind of make them feel better for having caught him. All right, next up we have the Amazon. Looks a lot like Queen Hippolyta. Watch your dials, guys. All right. So Amazon Sisterhood once again, born to be a warrior tree or special defense power. Amazon can use combat reflexes. Friendly characters within 1 square and have an Amazonian token can use Flurry. When they do and hit at least once, remove an Amazonian token from their card. She comes in at either 30 points or 15 points. So 4 clicks or 2 clicks. That defense power that gives combat reflexes and possibly Flurry could be pretty potent with the right Amazons next to her. Once again, great on an Amazon team, not fantastic on our own. A good little learner thing about individual small characters. Once again, speaking of small characters, an alternative version of Cheetah with the animal and mystical keywords. Amazon Hatred. Cheetah can use Exploit Weakness, but only to target characters with the Amazon keyword. And she's also got a special movement power that gives her Charge and Leap Climb, powers that don't necessarily combine, but are great for maneuverability anyway. Ultimately, you're getting your 40 points worth out of this with chump attackers, but the fact that she can use Exploit Weakness on Amazonians doesn't actually come with it herself. Makes for those Amazon versus who are the bad guys I'm going to choose teams. Get somebody that's really going to target them in case if you're teaching somebody who doesn't necessarily like the Amazons but wants to play against them in that manner. All right. Next up, we have another version of the Flash. This one ignores characters removed and has Teen Titans and Speedster keywords. And he's got a trait called the Red Blur. When the Flash is given a move action, he may make a close attack during the move. So it's kind of here's a version of hypersonic that you can teach somebody how to use and then teach them how to use hypersonic. It's actually not a terrible way of teaching the fundamentals of that power. Of course, also, if they've learned hypersonic as well, this is just an alternative version. PD team ability along with JLA. And the fact that he gets that attack with a move action and is not not a power action in any way, shape, or form means that the JLA team ability makes his action not count. So that's really cool combination of things. Could go a long way, especially if you happen to call him in with the ID card, the Flash on, but Flash on the dial. A little bit of inconsistency, but not a big deal. Because, figure numbers, etc. match up, and the word "the" doesn't matter for a lot of namesake things. Either way, the fact that he's got the PD team ability as well means you can go make that move and then attack and then get somebody like Starfire to get a shot off next to him and really bump up some actions out of him. All right. Next up, we have Raven. Very cool, awesome-looking Raven. Referencing it's 2014, so New 52, I guess this would be. So Raven has Titans Together trait, of course. Then she's got Teen Titans and Mystical for keywords. Her special movement power, teleportation, give Raven... Okay, so I'm going to read this, but it's not going to make sense, so I'm just going to quickly explain it. If Raven is next to a character with Mystical, or two characters with Teen Titans, you can move, give her a power action, place her 6 squares away, and then take either one Mystical guy who is adjacent to her and put that character adjacent to her, or then this guy be 6 squares within range and line of fire for that case. And then you could take 2 Teen Titans characters and place them adjacent to her. So 1 Mystical character or 2 Teen Titans characters. It's a bit of a weird sort of character, but interesting little support thing for the most part, because that movement power comes on click 1 and 3. This is only a 40-point dial, which makes it all the more worth it. And the fact that she's got probability control and support in the midst of that dial. She's got a terrible defense value, so protect her somehow. This is a good way to teach players about support characters, like strictly support characters, and at the same time kind of introducing players to those powers that a lot of characters are going to be needing, such as probability control, etc. All right, next up, Steve Trevor with his Chris Pine good looks. Look at him. He's got pilot and soldier keywords. He's a friend of the Amazons. An Amazon theme team may include Steve Trevor and is still considered a theme team. He's got a special defense power and military training. When Steve Trevor is attacked by a lower point character, modify his defense value by +1. When he's attacked by a higher point character, he can use toughness. He comes in at 65, so a lower point character is probably less than his higher point characters. Not a bad 65-point dial, though. It does come with some energy explosion. And that defense power is across the grid. Starts with some leadership. New rules are going to make him better. 6 range, 65 points. A very cool character to teach players fundamentals of theme team, so you can include him on the Amazon theme team without breaking things up. And just a general good secondary attacker that adds some actions to your team, possibly. Yeah, good fit on the Amazon team. I say go for it. All right, next up, Etta Candy. She's a soldier keyword. Also is a friend of the Amazons. She's got administrative assistant as her damage power. Etta Candy can use probability control, but only when she's adjacent to a friendly character of 100 points or more, or named Wonder Woman or Steve Trevor. So 20 points gets you prob for 2 clicks, and then a last click, close combat expert. I wouldn't count on seeing that close combat expert, but prob for a character like Steve Trevor could go a long way because of his special range. You move her ahead, running a shot next to her, and then boom, your shots are a little bit more likely to hit because she's got probability control next to him. All right, last but not least, the figure number 15 chase. This is the hobby exclusive chase, Amazon and Teen Titans keyword, Donna Troy. She's also got the Amazon Sisterhood trait. She's got a Teen Titans Together trait, and then she's got a strategist. Give Donna Troy a free action to move an Amazonian token from one friendly character to a different friendly character with the Amazon keyword. Both characters must be within Donna Troy's line of fire. So if you got a character collecting Amazon tokens, but you need another character to have them, use this to kind of bump that up. Donna Troy also has Sisters Unite. Donna Troy can use toughness. Friendly characters within 1 square that have an Amazonian token can use willpower. When they do, remove an Amazonian token from the card. Worth noting, a lot of these Amazons do not come with either Indomitable, except for Wonder Woman, don't come with a great deal of Indomitable or willpower. See, no Indomitable on Hippolyta. It's not also on the Amazon, so it could go a long way towards making Amazon significantly better in that sense. And like I said, the ability to move things around is great. But for 45 points, you get a pretty decent stat line. This is probably the only character that's even worth consideration for competitive play. But even then, the 45-point dial doesn't get you particularly much worth having on your team. So a big maybe if you can make effective use of that Teen Titans team ability, possibly. Although Raven would probably be a better 40-point inclusion. That includes a probability control, especially if you got a mystical team on your team. Either way. Donna Troy is really good. If you bought yourself a full gravity feed of these things, you're likely to have one. And she's a good inclusion on that Amazonian team that you're using to teach your new buddy how to play HeroClix. So worth a look, but not really going to be breaking the game in a lot of ways. So, all right, let's wrap it up. All right, guys, so once again, we've hit ourselves with another small but great for learning set. Wonder Woman is very popular right now, and it's a great time for new fans of Wonder Woman or old, fans of Wonder Woman who are interested in HeroClix. Teach them with this, build an Amazonian team for them, pick another simple team from another Fast Forces, another movie set, and kind of put them across the board from each other and see how it goes. It's not going to be breaking the game anytime soon, but not every set has to do that, and this is one of those sets that definitely doesn't have to, because this is more focused on teaching new players how to play. Very small, very easily to collect set. Overall, I'm going to give it a lot of big thumbs up for learning things from this set. Along with the inclusion of Teen Titans, because there's a lot of new Teen Titans fans out there. I don't know if they fit into the movie per se, but the fact that Donna Troy was included in the set is probably why they're included as well. But yeah, get her started. Use this to get a friend, play some games. Great tabletop set, a kitchen table set. Tournaments. You'll have some fun with some of the stuff, but I'm not going to see a lot of game breaking coming out of the set. Either way, thanks a lot to WizKids for providing us with this, and we hope to see you guys for the next unboxing and figure review. What could it be? What could it be?